Alright, guys, we're back with another short story. Though I feel like this one might be longer than the past few, but it's a short story nonetheless. Yeah. The street was lined with mom and pop type businesses and people going in and out getting ready for Christmas in just 2 weeks' time. Jack's Ice Cream Parlor had several festive themed flavors this time of year that both young and old loved. The peppermint was the most popular, and Jack swore it was because of the little bits of candy cane that he had in there. Joy's bakery always smelled delicious, and she also claimed to have Santa's favorite cookies, which likely helped contribute to her busyness this time of year. After all, the children wanted Santa to have his favorite cookies when he visited their house on Christmas Eve. Carol and Nick's corner grocery was filled with people buying food for their Christmas feasts. Natalie's clothing store was perfect for finding the perfect outfit. Everything from vintage to modern, from designer to generic. No matter your budget, you could find something perfect inside. And of course, Chris's toy store was naturally a popular location this close to Christmas. Somehow he always had the most popular toys in stock, but he also had more obscure toys as well. Basically, whatever your child could possibly want, he was guaranteed to have it. But the little bookstore on the corner was Trevor's favorite place. The owner, Holly, was a book lover and was also able to recommend the perfect book for anyone that walked into the shop. Trevor walked into the bookstore like he did every Friday afternoon, but something was odd. Holly wasn't at the front counter like she always was. The store was completely empty. Not a single person was around. "Holly?" Trevor called out. An eerie silence filled the air as Trevor walked toward the back of the store, continuing to call out for Holly. Trevor stopped as he finally reached the back of the store. It was the storage room. Employees only. Trevor felt weird about opening the door, but he also knew these weren't normal circumstances. "Holly?" he called out as he pushed open the door. Trevor walked into the storage room to see boxes of books, mostly gently used donations that Holly always gave to the local shelters. "Holly, are you in here?" Trevor asked, knowing that she wasn't. Trevor noticed another door, which read exit, but for some reason it piqued his interest. He pushed on the door, but it wouldn't open. Trevor pushed slightly harder, and then the door opened. He couldn't believe his eyes. He was outside. Sort of. The bright afternoon sun shone through what appeared to be a glass-like dome that spread across the back of all the stores and stretched back further than the eye could see. Colorful Christmas lights draped along the walls, festive Christmas music playing faintly in the background, and right in the middle was a giant 300-foot Christmas tree, decorated with white twinkling lights and a large star atop the tree. Trevor decided to explore further. As he walked further and further away from the bookstore and deeper into this mysterious world, the music got louder. He saw conveyor belts with toys leading toward Chris's toy store. Is this how Chris always has the most popular toys in stock? Trevor thought to himself. Men and women wearing red and green coats were wandering from machines to the conveyor belts. Trevor swore he heard jingles as they walked, and then he noticed that their hats and shoes had bells on them. If he didn't know any better, he would have said that he entered Santa's workshop. But he couldn't have. 1, their town wasn't in the North Pole, and 2, Santa wasn't real. Just then, a siren blared over the Christmas music with a loud voice screaming, "Intruder alert! Intruder alert!" Trevor was startled as the men and women surrounded him. Then he saw it. Holly was standing there in a red dress with white fur around the collar and cuffs. Her long brown hair pulled up into a bun. "Trevor?" she asked. "What are you doing here? How did you get in here?" "It's Friday afternoon," Trevor said. "I always come to the bookstore on Friday afternoons." Holly looked at her watch. "Indeed it is," she said. "I must have lost track of time." "I came looking for you," Trevor said, "and I saw the door. What is this place?" Holly sent the workers back to their stations and looked at Trevor. "This is Santa's workshop," she said. "All the storefronts have access through their back storage rooms. We have to. What do you mean by that? Trevor asked. We're all Clauses, Holly said. Santa's kids. Well, except for Carol and Nick. Trevor had a light bulb moment. Santa and Mrs. Claus? Trevor asked. Holly nodded. Trevor thought about it. He couldn't believe it took him this long to put together that every single storefront owner had a name relating to Christmas. Holly started walking away and Trevor followed. It always gets crazy this close to Christmas, Holly said. Usually one of us will come in here, check on how things are going, make sure everything's staying on schedule. Trevor just looked at the machines in awe. As a kid, he always imagined what Santa's workshop looked like. But once he was like 9 years old, he stopped believing in Santa. He was convinced his parents put the presents under the trees and signed it from Santa, even though his parents vehemently denied it every single year. Pretty surreal, isn't it? Holly asked, noticing Trevor wasn't listening to her. I just haven't believed in any of this for the last 6 years, Trevor said. It's still hard to wrap my head around the fact that it's real and that it's here. I know, but you can't tell anyone, okay? I mean, of course I won't, Trevor said. I don't think anyone would believe me if I told them anyways. Come, I'll give you the full tour, Holly said. Trevor followed Holly as she showed him everything in Santa's workshop. The end. Yeah, so again, this one came from another prompt of like, basically like character A pushes open a door and there's a Christmas tree. And I'm like, well, now how do I make this fun and interesting? The answer, Santa's workshop. And, you know, with it being Santa's workshop, I was able to throw in the 300-foot Christmas tree because, of course, there's a 300-foot Christmas tree. I was like, what do I make, like, this tree sound interesting? And I'm like, well, it's a 300-foot tree. Yeah. I just love throwing in the Santa references and everything like that. But let me know, what did you guys think of this story? And come back, not tomorrow, but the day after, for another short story. Bye, guys.